What's up? Yeah, we got Arrow Season 2, Episode 8, The Scientist. So, so this episode starts off with two security guys being attacked by Cyrus Gold after he was given the mayor Kudu by Hot Dan, or Evil Sebastian, or Evil Dan, or Sebastian Blood, or whoever you want to call him. Yeah. And this is where they then we see a random guy running through the rain, and he meets up with them, and this episode's introduction of Barry Allen, aka The Flash, and yeah, one of my the first. This is the first live action appearance of Barry Allen in television. Not first live action, because he also had the Jay Garrick, the Barry Allen played by John Wesley Shipp. But yeah, the second live action version of our Scarlet Speedster. But he's not a Scarlet Speedster. He's just a normal guy who bonds with Felicity, because they're both nerds and they both like science. Yeah, they're both nerds and they both like science. So Moira has returned to the company since being acquitted by Malcolm Marlin, and Isabel Rochev, the bitch, love hearing me say bitch on this show, says that on this episode that she was acquitted by the jury, not by the people of the city. So, is it really responsible for her to come back? Yeah, also is the bitch Malcolm Merlin. Yeah, he decides to say, "Hey, Moira, reveal to Thea that she's the daughter of the Dark Archer," but she's like, "Nah, bitch, I'm not doing that. I'm not revealing that." Yeah, we'll say bitch on the show now. She reveals that she's not gonna do that. And power to you, Moira. This dude made you work for him. And he comes back suspecting you to reveal to her child that she's his daughter of the Dark Archer. Of course, you're not gonna want to do that. So, yeah. And yeah, so she's like, so anyway, Barry and Felicity bond over nerd stuff, and Oliver's kind of suspicious of him. But when he goes up against Cyrus Gold again, so in the flashback, we see Slade, who still has the black painted face, which looks, sometimes it's black painted, sometimes it's a grizzled face. This episode cannot choose which Slade wants to go with, the burned face or the grizzled one. Which Slade does it want to choose? I have no idea. I have no idea. So Slade's about to die, so they give him the Mayor Crew, and he gets the red blood eye. But who also has the red blood eyes, and is also a symptom of is Sin's friend, Max. So the cop including Officer Daly, tried to make her believe he OD'd. But she's like, nah, that can't happen. Even Roy's smart. He's like, what he's seen of Max is not like any OD he's seen. He tells us Thea's like, she's full on board on joining him, but Sin was expecting him to be teamed up with the Arrow. So he calls the Arrow, and the Arrow's like, when the Arrow sees this, he's like, dude, work can handle it. But he's like, dude, I'm supposed to be your eyes and ears. I'm supposed to look on the streets. And he's like, fine, then we're over, and fine, then let's end this partnership. And Arrow knees him in the leg. Wow, Oliver. And Oliver reveals that that Anthony Ivo is dead. Yeah. He's because Diggle suggests maybe this Anthony Ivo, since Anthony Ivo won the mayor crew, he could be back in Starling City trying to push it again. But he's like, no, Ivo's dead. So there's someone else trying to push the mayor crew back into people. So yeah, so while it's happening, since Oliver's jealous of Barry and Felicity bonding, he tries to confront Barry about. So when Barry. Dang, sorry, that's my camera. When Barry was 11, his mom was killed, and when his dad went to fight, and he saw a man inside the blur, and when he went to stop his dad from fighting it, and Barry was whooshed 20 blocks away from his house, and they thought his dad killed his. They thought Barry's dad killed his mom, so his dad's been served a life sentence in Iron Heights for the murder of his own wife. But Barry knows his dad didn't do it. So Oliver said, so during that conversation, Oliver said, before that, Oliver decided to call, Oliver knows that Barry, that Barry bosses don't know he's in Starling City. I almost said Central City, but that's where Barry's from. And that's also where Lowell's mom moved to. So maybe Barry knows Lowell's mom? I know it's a joke, but still. But still, this is what. So Barry, Oliver tries to back up that he lied to him. Then Felicity backs up saying that what do we do exactly? Lie to people. Oliver lies to his mom. Oliver lies to Thea. Oliver, yeah. So Barry. So then knowing Felicity, man. So Oliver tries to throw a queen getting Moira at a jail party. But since Felicity's mad at Oliver, he called Barry in to dance with her. So Oliver goes to fight Cyrus Gold and loses. But Diggle, when they find him, he's knocked out. Felicity thinks he's gonna die. Diggle tries to call 911, and Felicity's like, "Hold up, Diggle. How are we gonna explain this? Then if we go to the 911, everyone will know Oliver's vigilante or the arrow." And he's like, and she tranks Barry, saying, "Barry, can you save her friend?" And so then Moira calls Thea and tell her something, only tell her she loves her, because she was about to say, "Hey Thea, you're the daughter of your real father. Your real father is the Dark Archer." But she has, even Roy mentions about how she must have got her genes from her dad. But yeah, Roy, she is not a queen. She's a Merlin. So you really think she got her genes from the Dark Archer? Yeah, I don't think so. And and then Malcolm comes by and say, "Hey, did you tell Thea that she's the daughter of the Dark Archer?" And she's like, "No, bitch. I told you, you're not allowed to see Thea. You want to come in? Yeah, you're not allowed to see Thea." So he's like, "And you won't step in foot in this house again, bro." And she's like, "You don't know how much you're afraid of me." She's like, "I'm not afraid of you, but you're afraid of Ra's al Ghul." And he's like, "How do you know that name?" And he's like, "Because you mentioned Nanda Parbat, and when you broke the oath to the League of Assassins when you made the undertaking, and now Ra's al Ghul is happy to kill you, Merlin. So you better run and never come back." Yeah, Moira, tell him. Moira kind of gained some respect. Moira kind of gained some respect for me because she's like, but doesn't care about Merlin anymore because Merlin thought because he was trying to boss her around, telling her how she needed to tell his daughter if Merlin, if you want to tell Thea that you're his you're her dad, that she's your kid, then you tell her yourself. Don't be telling Moira to do it. Do it yourself. Tell her that she's the Dark Archer's daughter. Don't do it yourself. Don't tell Moira to do it. Moira was right to tell him we're wrong because so yeah. But anyway, that was this episode. And yeah, and Evil Dan is still being evil. They call him Brother Blood, even though he has nothing to do with Brother Blood. He doesn't control Hive or anything. But yeah. But that was this episode. Barry now knows all of her secret. But anyway, that was it for this episode. I'll see you next time for the Flash Backdoor Pilot Part 2.